Hey everyone, it is your host Damien here from Hybrid Heroes, and this is the HYROX Heroes podcast, where we talk everything that you need to know when it comes to getting ready for your next HYROX race. Excited to have you here, and let's get into the episode. In this podcast episode today, it is a recording from a YouTube video that I just posted up, which goes over the 12 things that confident HYROXers do. It's an awesome episode. It is a shorter one. I know you're going to love it as it's packed full of value. Enjoy, guys. Have you ever wondered why some HYROX athletes just make it look so easy? They're just confident, they're calm, and they're relaxed. And potentially yourself and a lot of people who listen to this, we are not calm, we are not confident, we are shitting ourselves. But let's go through 12 things that I'm going to go through with you today that confident HYROX athletes do. And if you do most of the things on the list, you too will become confident, let alone if you do all of these things. So let's dive into this, and I know straight away you're going to be able to take value from this to add into your training, your regime, that's going to make you more confident as to what you're doing. So number one, confident HYROX athletes have a routine. They don't just leave things up to luck. They create a plan, whether that's their training routine, their run schedule, their nutrition, their sleep, their recovery. They are planning what they're going to be doing throughout the week. So if you are winging your week, if you are just going with the flow and just jumping in with friends whenever you're invited to things, you might be missing out on a lot of progress. And this lack of routine will start to create a little bit of anxiety, potentially coming closer to race day. So the second thing that confident HYROXers do is they're tracking their nutrition. So some people are tracking it to a T, so they're logging all their food on an app like MyFitnessPal, or they have a very good guess of the macros they're hitting. So they know how much protein, carbs, fats they're consuming. And going back to the routine a little bit, their food is also routine. So that keeps them in check. It gives them the confidence knowing that they're fueling the body properly, which is going to help with recovery, and it's definitely going to help with performance. So the third thing they're doing is they're chasing progress, not perfection. So many people out there, if it's not perfect, they don't want to do it. Or if they stuff it up once, they're so hard on themselves, and then this can create a cascading effect where then they just start to spiral. So remember, progress over perfection. Just know that each week you only need to get just that little bit better. Just do one thing better than you did last week, whether that's your running, your strength training, your HYROX. There's so much to work on. So we are chasing progress, not perfection. All right, so number 4 is they train with balance. So strength training, running, HYROX training, recovery, life, they gotta find balance. What we find with HYROX is there's so many elements to work on, and if we overstress one of these elements too much, this is gonna overload the system. So if we're just doing way too much running, this can lead to potential injuries that associate with doing high volume running, and then we're gonna create a weakness with our strength. So HYROX it's a hybrid sport. So really making sure that you are balancing out your training for you. So you will have your own strengths and weaknesses, and making sure you identify them and then you plan them, like we mentioned before, is going to make sure that you create balance in your training regime. All right, so number 5 is they race their own race. So in this HYROX hybrid scene, it's something I talk about a lot is this comparison, right? Everyone is suffering from comparing themselves to someone who's fitter than them. And the reality is someone out there is always going to be fitter than you. So if we compare ourselves to the people around us, we are constantly looking to what we are not, potentially. So remember, it's about you. It's about your training, your race, your goals, and just also identifying that everyone's journey is so different. So no two people can exactly be on the same path. So just recognizing that, motivating, encouraging those around you, looking for inspiration and motivation from others as well, but not comparing yourself to others, and then especially being hard on yourself. So just remember, stick to your own race, your own lane, and you'll feel a lot better for it. So number 6 is that they create an environment that empowers them. So if they're training at a gym that they don't get along with the people there, that's an easy one. They get out of that gym. They make sure that they put themselves into places where they feel welcome, where they feel like they can make progress, and more importantly, where they feel like the gym or the training environment that they're in is going to allow them to work towards their goals. So if you're doing HYROX and you're in a powerlifting gym and everyone's like, what are you doing? It might be the wrong environment. Also, you might have friends who you used to train with who aren't exactly, doing HYROX as well. So training with those people, it just might be, again, just different alignments. So just really making sure that you're looking to your environment, because when you get yourself with other HYROX athletes, we know how much fun that is. Now imagine being in that every single week, people who align with you and your goals, you are gonna make so much more progress. Okay, number 7 is HYROX or confident HYROXers recover hard. So they understand that recovery is part of the equation. So that could be physio treatment, osteo, chiro, that is ice baths, compression boots, you name it, they're doing it. Now they don't need to do all of them, but you have to be looking to your week and go, what is my recovery element? If you're doing nothing to help the body recover, extra mobility, extra stretching, or any of these sort of treatments, you will eventually be creating potentially tightness, injury, and it's going to rob you from performance and your best HYROX. Number 8, and this is one of my favorite ones, is confident HYROXers embrace failure. It's like there is no linear path to success. So that's going to look in training. So training is not linear. Some weeks you feel amazing, some weeks you just feel like it's so tough. But as long as you keep going, keep following your plan, you're making progress. Now that's in training week to week, but also HYROX to HYROX is maybe your next HYROX isn't going to be your best one, but maybe you're going to learn essential lessons from that HYROX that then you can apply into your training, which is then going to help propel you to your next one and your next one. So whether you succeed or you fail, there's always lessons in that is there to help you make progress. So don't get down on yourself if you don't get your PB time, or if everything doesn't go to plan, or even if you just feel a bit overtrained in the week. Slow down a little bit and just remember those bad days, those bad weeks are necessary to help learn what you need to learn to continue to make progress. So number 9 is that they listen to their bodies. So we spoke a little bit about planning the training week and recovery, but a confident HYROXer knows when they're burning the candle a little bit too hard. So if they feel like they're overtraining, maybe they did an extra session, an extra run, did a little bit extra volume, but if that's taking a toll on them, the warning signs are there. You're going to have soreness in the body. You're going to be feeling tired. You're potentially going to be getting moody. You might even be getting a little bit niggly. So we want to train hard and we want to push the body, but we have to understand the warning signs and also keep our ego in check to allow us to slow down when we need to. All right, number 10 is training and racing isn't just about going out there as hard as you can. Confident HYROXers always have a strategy. So that could be in their run. They understand what pace they need to achieve for it to be a good run so they can make progress with it. If they're doing a HYROX training session, they're potentially recording round times. All my athletes, we're looking at repeatability. When it comes to the race itself, knowing that data and being able to apply it into the race so they have a plan is going to help bring so much more confidence towards your HYROX. Number 11, a confident HYROXer detaches from the result. We've all potentially heard the saying that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And for a lot of HYROXers and yourself, we should be doing this sport because we love fitness, we love health, and training is the thing that we fall in love with, not always just the result itself. So if we can go and apply ourselves in training, in racing, and just being the best version of ourselves, then the result is a byproduct. Where some people have that the wrong way around. They attach so hard to the result, thinking that if I am this, then I am good, I am worthy. But it's the other way around. It's about falling in love with the process, and then that is how you truly create a better result. All right, and number 12 for every confident HYROXer, and this is for you to understand, is that whenever you look at a confident HYROXer, they were all beginners too. They all weren't able to run. They all had bad days. They all struggled. They all had injuries. They've all started from somewhere. So understanding that even if you're looking to the elites, they were once exactly in your shoes. So there is nothing unique or special about these people. It's just they applied a lot of these habits, and so can you. So if you're not feeling confident yet, if you don't feel like you're a HYROXer, you're a runner, it's about applying these steps in here slowly over time, and just knowing that if you apply these week after week, month after month, that confidence will build, and then you will be that confident HYROXer that other people will be looking at. How did you get there? So guys, there you have it. There's 12 steps that you can apply right away to start to become more confident in your HYROX training. Now these steps and these principles are what we live by here at Hybrid Heroes, and we apply this into all of our training. We apply this with all our athletes. We have seen it work for so many people over the years, and we have turned some people who never thought they would ever be able to do a HYROX, and we've turned them into multiple HYROX finishes. It's incredible. So guys, I know it's gonna help. Keep training hard and hope to see you at HYROX very soon.